Let's see if we can do this.
So today is my first time attempting Gauntlet 8. Now, we kind of held off on this. I think originally we were going to do it on Monday to boost the experience for everyone in the warband for Inferno 9 and hitting Paragon 1100. But actually a lot of the guys, it turned out, had already done this, so they weren't going to get any benefit from it. So we waited to do it on Thursday night after our warband raids for those who still needed it. And obviously one of those people was myself. I normally hold out and try and do these with the warband, but yeah, loads of people in the warband had already done it. So we did it with some friends who hadn't done it and a couple of people that had, just so that we had an idea of obviously what to expect and things like that. But actually it wasn't as bad as a lot of people had kind of made out. There's a lot of people that had told me this was going to be super difficult, we'd need to take a whale with us, etc, etc. And we did have a whale with us. We did have our friend 767 with us, who is much higher resonance than anyone else in the raid. And yeah, it was interesting to see what this is like in Gauntlet mode. It didn't feel that different to the normal raids, other than taking a little bit longer to take the bosses down. You know, sometimes when you play these gauntlets, the bosses feel like almost impossible to beat. And you kind of think, well, what the hell? I've beaten this boss a million times before in a normal raid, but cannot clear it in Gauntlet. This was, yeah, a lot easier than I thought it would be based on what others had said. So we'll see how the rest of the bosses go. So there are 4 bosses in total in this difficulty Gauntlet. And as I said, this is the Inferno 8 one. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, why didn't you do it sooner? I didn't do it sooner because we were hoping to get Inferno 9 gear as well as getting the experience boost from Gauntlet. So quite often, a lot of us have saved these Gauntlets until right before the next difficulty so that you can get that little bit of a boost in your experience that you might need to tip you over the edge of that next big Paragon, or to get the gear, as I said, that you might need in that Paragon difficulty as well. So that's exactly why we held off on doing this. Now, one thing that I will say is I experienced a hell of a lot of lag in this Gauntlet. I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure if it's that obvious on the video. There's some parts that you can see are a little bit jittery, where like my attacks don't necessarily look very smooth. And I did feel this a lot. You could see there my movement trail wasn't quite right. And yeah, it was lagging a lot for me, and there was some kind of delay between my skills, me pressing the buttons and it actually hitting. That's how it felt, compared to when I do normal raids, which we'd done just before this. We'd done our normal warband raids and had no issues whatsoever. So I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. Sometimes it happens in Gauntlet, I suppose, because everyone's trying to spam their skills a lot faster than normal. But yeah, I do feel like my damage may have been a little bit higher if that hadn't been the case. But it's one of those things, it just happens sometimes. So, and Wizard by all means is not the strongest class in anything in Diablo Immortal. It never seems to be. I mean, obviously we had a good run in PvP for a short time, and that seems to be what happens with Wizard once it's doing well. As with a few classes in game, that's when they kind of go nope and nerf it to the ground. So the other thing I've been doing this week is looking for the Inferno 9 new essences, and I haven't had much luck with that. What I have found has mainly been trash. And you know what? Everyone's saying that the new essences are awful anyway. So we'll cover that in a video soon and chat about it. But for now, I'm going to let you continue watching this Gauntlet, and we'll join back together at the end of the video.
not the time for that.
Okay, so that is Gauntlet 8 completed, and we've obviously gained the first clear rewards. Managed to come third for damage, not completely awful considering I was experiencing some lag through the raid. But yeah, quite happy with that result. We're going to take a look at the items that have dropped as well. I'm going to identify them in this video and obviously show you the armor cosmetic on my character. So it didn't equip straight away until I exited. So this is what the armor cosmetic looks like. Ugly as shit. Let's put the Phantom Market back on and we'll take a look at the rewards. So some of these are obviously items that dropped from my normal Elite Crew raids, and the rest of them are from Gauntlet. And look at that, not a single upgrade. Exceptional, but there's no arrows on that. Okay, because that makes sense. Nothing here is really great. The combat rating is trash on all of them. Combat rating on the two set items isn't totally awful, but they both have vitality instead of fortitude. They are both sets that I'm probably not going to use. The belt is a potential one, but with vitality, I'm going to give that a pass. I'd rather wait and have some fortitude instead. So that is it from me for this video. Let me know if you've completed any of the gauntlets. Have you done Gauntlet 9 yet? I'll be looking at doing that eventually. But for now, that's it from me for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Official Diablo Partner.